we have to do interest income or expense calculation. Can someone tell me what is the driver for interest expense? How will you get interest expense here? You'll calculate interest expense on which number? From which number?
On that EBIT.
No. Interest expense is basically calculated on the debt that you have because you'll be paying interest on the debt, correct? So debt is the
Yes, sir.
right number that you will use. So I will have to keep it on hold. So we will keep it for later. We'll be calculating this later on. I will drag the profit before tax formula as it is. So this is like same EBIT and PBT. Then we need to calculate the taxes. So what is the way to calculate taxes? On which number you calculate tax or you will pay tax?
On profit before tax.
On profit before tax, you'll calculate the tax. How much percentage of PBT should be your tax? Any idea?
It depends on tax rate.
Depend on tax rate. Very good. So you can come to the annual report and search for the tax rate that is there on Meta, and that is on a US listed company. So you can write Control F. Everyone, please need to write and search. Help me search the tax rate. So you can search with the word statutory, STATUTORY, statutory tax rate or just statutory. You'll get certain search, and please tell me if you are able to get a tax rate. Quickly, please check. Statutory means STATUTORY and then search. Page number which, where anyone got?
118.
118. Very good. So you see, everyone sees that US federal statutory income tax rate, which is 21%. Last 3 years, it has been 21%. Just take that number. So what I'll do is, I'll just put a tax rate where tax rate is mentioned, 21%. I'll just punch it as a blue figure because I've got this from annual report, which is 21% US federal statutory income tax rate. Is that clear? And I can calculate the tax rate as this, 66,000 into 21%. And see, I have to keep this number as minus. So I can use a minus sign at the start, minus sign, so that I get a negative number here and drag it. So I've got my taxes. Then I can drag the net profit. So that way my income statement is completed. Now the point is that sometimes you may not get this tax rate in annual report. So what will you do? There is a very good Google search that you can do, KPMG corporate tax rate or something like that. You'll get a first page as KPMG tax rate. Here you'll find all the tax rate worldwide, country wise you'll get. I think there's some issue with the pages. Let me check. There's some issue with this page, but generally when you put KPMG corporate tax rate, you will get a table, country, select the country and you'll get a tax rate easily. But otherwise, I think you can also check PwC and other EY and KPMG and Deloitte may have the tax rate. So if you search, you'll be able to find US based tax rate. What is the tax rate? United States, maybe this is 21%. Correct? So you can also search on Google to get this tax rate. Now this is done. Now we will come to the balance sheet. Now in the balance sheet, you need to fill some data, which is like you already, I have provided you the data for 22 and 23 because I did not want you to punch a lot of numbers, but you have to punch at least for 1 year, which is 2024. Is that clear? So come to the annual report, come to page number 87. 87 has your balance sheet. And what you need to do now is you need to punch this number. Look at my screen. These numbers you have to punch. Balance sheet only for 24 you have to punch. So you have this number 24, which is cash is 43,000. So just start copying and pasting the numbers, and please be vigilant because you may have error. Look at the name, then only punch the number, because the line items can be up and down here and there also. Account receivables, prepaid expenses, property and equipment, goodwill, then other assets, other assets is here at the bottom. Then I have intangible, which is 0. Operating lease, the right to use is 14,000. So I have done my total assets like this. You can see my screen. Accounts payable, which is 7687. Partners payable. So partners payable is not there. So you can keep it blank. Then operating lease liabilities, current. Then accrued expenses. So I will get this current liabilities line items, which I have pasted. Then operating lease. Long-term debt. Long-term income taxes. Then I have done the non-current liabilities also. And then we will do the equity capital. I hope everyone is doing it, and if you I don't think there is should be any issue, but if you have any issue, please let me know. So copying, pasting is also something that should be error free, and you should be able to do it. It is an important learning for you to be able to paste the right number at the right place. So I have done it successfully for the balance sheet. You see on my screen, I have done it for the liabilities and equity at the bottom and at the asset side also. And my balance sheet is also matching 276,054 and 276,054. And it is coming true.